On Tuesday, Steve Dean was elected the new chairman of the Kennel Club. He's a dog world columnist, he's chairman of the Southern Border Terrier Club, he's a Border Terrier breeder and exhibitor, with some success along the way, and he's got links to the government and he serves on several other major dog show committees. He's the Crufts chief vet. So Simon, is he the perfect choice?
I think today the person who holds the post of chairman of the Kennel Club needs to have experience of far more than just simply the world of dogs, the competitive side and owning and breeding dogs. And I think probably of all the candidates that might have emerged this year, Steve is the one with the widest qualifications, certainly, yes.
I mean, he's a vet, and so much of the concentration recently has been on health issues and in the aftermath of pedigree dogs exposed, for example. Is it the right time for a vet to be in that position, do you think?
Quite possibly. I think, I'm pretty certain he's the first vet ever to hold this post, and thankfully for us, as well as the vet, he's also knows the practical side of dog breeding and showing. So I think the combination of those two is a very hopeful sign.
I mean, certainly the looking at the Dog World website, for example, and looking at this Dog World Facebook group, the initial comments from people out there have been very positive to his election. So that must be a good sign.
Yeah, I think one aspect is that so many people know Steve in the dog world, not only through reading his column over, I think, the past 18 years, but also from having heard him speak at lots of meetings of breed clubs, general clubs, and so on. And Steve, as we all know, is a very entertaining speaker as well as a informative one. And so I think that people feel they know him that through all those things.
Yeah, because he's made a point of actively getting out there and sort of talking to clubs and organisations, which is good. So at least people know him and seen around the showground as well. Another sort of point that was made in something I read today on the internet is the fact that the Kennel Club's facing possibly one of the most challenging periods in its history. And we announced in the paper this week about the follow-up to Pedigree Dogs Exposed, which is being made and due for broadcast next year. I mean, do you agree with that view that it's the most challenging time?
I think certainly from the last three years onwards, and certainly for the foreseeable future, very very much so. Yes, I mean, who knows what might come out of the dealings of the new advisory council? Whether perhaps in the future we may all be facing legislation on certain aspects. It certainly is going to be a tough time, and we certainly need someone who is articulate in charge, and I think Steve is definitely that.
I mean, one of the things that I've been picking up, certainly there was a lot of discussion about this at Crufts, and it shows since, and just in general conversations that we have every day with sort of exhibitors and sort of people at the grassroots level, is a lot of people feel that the Kennel Club haven't done enough to actually support the cause of the pedigree dog. People, I think, feel that the Kennel Club have kind of given way and given in to the anti-pedigree dog lobby. I mean, do you think we should be doing more, and what do you think the Kennel Club can do to sell the message that pedigree dogs are good?
It's a difficult one. I mean, there is, as you say, we've come under fire in the last few years, and in general, we haven't been good at getting the message across to the all important media and to the government and so on. How one goes about it, I wish I knew. I'm sure we all do, but I'm sure that there is a place for a campaign to possibly involving spending quite a bit of money to put the case for the pedigree dog in the media and getting as many friends as we can. We only have to look at how many celebrities own a pedigree dog, in spite of all the various doodles and things that exist nowadays. The vast majority of people seem to want a pedigree dog. So British people's love for the dog is still there, and we're not quite capitalising on it. How we should do so. Well, let's hope Steve has some wonderful ideas.
Yeah. And again, hopefully with his links to the government, because he's been one of the government's chief vets for the last 10 years or so. So again, he hopefully knows the mechanics and how government works, which will hopefully give him an edge as well.
Yes. Yes, I also hope that he's able to keep the people within the world of dogs together. I mean, as we saw at the recent annual meeting, there was a certain amount of divisiveness on the way that various things should be gone about, and I hope that Steve's ideas on this aren't too entrenched, and that he's able to get everybody together and to so that we can go forward, because I think we very definitely need to show a united front. If we all seem to be squabbling, then there isn't much hope for us beyond the dog world.
Yep. And talking about the AGM and the run up to the AGM, and certainly Mike Gadsby's petition and coat testing really sort of took off. Lots of people got involved in that. Do you think the new chairman has to be a bit more collegiate? Does he have to listen to the grassroots exhibitor more than perhaps the Kennel Club has in the past? Absolutely,
definitely. As I say, I think we need to show a united front, and I think to show that the governing body is willing to listen to us. I mean, not just on that issue, but on the great many others. I hope very much that this will be the way forward, whether perhaps open meetings could be held. I know the Kennel Club has, for the last few years, been organising question times, whether we could extend this and to have not just the them and us, but that we're all part of in the same boat. I think there certainly needs to be a little bit of give and take on all sides, and hopefully that way we can go forward.
More sort of a big conversation rather than a question time.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, it's a difficult situation. One needs a strong leader with definite views, but also one who will listen to what people in general are saying, not just the ones who have a lot to say, but the grassroots of the dog world.
That's great. Well, it's certainly been an exciting few months and years, hopefully, and as ever, we'll no doubt be recording it on the pages of Dog World.
Exactly, yes. I'm sure we and any of us won't agree with everything that the General Committee decides under Steve's leadership, but that's always the way, and I think as long as people understand the reasons behind the decisions that are made, and that they are feeling involved and they have a little bit of input into those decisions, then they're more likely to accept them and hope that that's the right way to go.
Yeah, they feel engaged with the organisation rather than just dictated to by it.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for that, Simon.
Okay, thank you. And may we all wish Steve the very best of luck.